Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing implicit differentiation for your AP exams, a little prep. So normally in calculus, we differentiate y when it's already solved for us. So something like y equals x squared plus 5. The derivative of that would be dy dx equals 2x, right? Pretty simple using power rule. But what if we have something like x squared plus y squared equals 25 or xy equals 10, right? There's x's and y's mixed everywhere, and we can't solve for y nicely. So instead, we differentiate the whole thing with respect to x without isolating y, and that's called implicit differentiation. Now, I know what I just said sounded like gibberish, but you'll understand as we go through our examples. First one, a circle. X squared plus y squared equals 25. Alright, so first thing, just go about differentiate. Derivative of x squared is 2x. Now, the derivative of y squared, you might think it's 2y. You'd be half right. We're going to have to use chain rule, okay? Implicit differentiation is just kind of like a subset of chain rule, I guess. So, if you don't know what chain rule is, there's a lot of videos on my channel. You can go watch those. And it makes chain rule really easy. So, f of x. Y squared, think of y squared as basically y of x squared. It's a composition. And so, that's when you use chain rule. So, I'm breaking it down really, really simply. F of x. Let's say f of x is x squared. F prime of x, right? We know what that is. And then g of x is y. And then g prime of x. What's the derivative of y? Just dy dx. So now, using chain rule, we get 2y dy dx. So, the derivative of y squared is 2y dy dx. So, that means when you do differentiation and you differentiate y, it's going to be normal, but then you tack on the dy dx at the end because of chain rule. So you don't have to do this every single time. You can just take the derivative of y squared is 2y and then just put on dy dx. But I just did this to show you guys kind of where that comes from. So, anyway, derivative of 25 is 0. So now we just solve for dy dx. So we get 2y dy dx equals negative 2x. We can cancel out the 2's. So dy dx equals negative x over y. And there is our answer. So boom, first implicit type. Now, let's go on to our next one. This is going to be a polynomial mixed with y. So, do you guys see what I kind of see a little problem? Not a problem, but something you have to be careful for. Product rule. Product rule. So a lot of people mess up product rule here, okay? But anyway, derivative of 3x squared is 6x. Now, let's do product rule. So, minus 5. And then I'll just factor out that 5 because I really don't want to deal with it right now. So, let's just do product rule on xy. So, it would be y plus x dy dx plus 3y squared dy dx equals 0. So that's the derivative of this. Obviously, we're going to have to simplify it. This is going to be a long one. So let's just multiply this out. 5y minus 5x dy dx plus 3y squared dy dx equals 0. I should write a little bit smaller. Now we just want to get our dy dx's on one side, so it would be minus 5x dy dx plus 3y squared dy dx. And this is just simple algebra at this point, so negative 6x plus 5y. We can factor out the dy dx, so it would be dy dx would be negative 5x plus 3y squared equals negative 6x plus 5y. And then now we get dy dx equals negative 6x plus 5y over negative 5x plus 3y squared. And that's our answer. So these are probably one of the hardest ones that you're gonna have to face. But it's not so hard, right? But let me break down each of my steps because I went a little bit fast there. So this one I did product rule. Actually, no, product rule we'll go over in the next question, but let's focus on this y cubed for now. We'll go over product rule in the next question. So y cubed. Well, the derivative of y cubed is 3y squared, right? But then remember what I said. It's the same exact thing except you have to tack on the dy dx. So I didn't have to use chain rule or anything. I just did 3y squared like normal and then tacked on dy dx. Alright, so now let's move on to the next one. Product rule, here it is. So xy equals 10. So maybe I should have started with this one, but product rule. If you guys don't remember what product rule is, it's basically, you should know at this point, you should know what product rule is, but if we have f of x times g of x, the derivative of this this whatever multiplication would be f prime of x g of x plus g prime of x f of x. That's product rule. Alright, but you guys know that. Just a quick little aside there. So, xy equals 10. We went over product rule, right? So the derivative of x is just 1, so it would be y plus x. The derivative of y is dy dx, and the derivative of 10 is 0, which is because it's just a constant. So it would be x dy dx equals minus y, dy dx equals minus y over x. And that's our answer. Alright, so now, final one. Sine y equals x squared. So, this is trig, right? A lot of people struggle with trig, but this is how we do it. Let's differentiate first. Differentiate both sides. The left side, well, you know what? I'm going to do chain rule again just to quickly show you guys. But just know the oh my god, I can't even talk. The derivative of sine is cosine, so cosine y, and then we tack on the dy dx. But just to show you guys, so sine y, so f of x is sine x, right? Sine x, f prime of x is cosine x, g of x is y, and g prime of x is dy dx. The reason I'm doing this is just kind of prove to you once again that this is y. We multiply by dy dx, so it'd be f prime of x, so it'd be cosine y times g prime of x dy dx. And that's exactly what we got. But let me erase that for now. And let's keep going. So then we take the derivative of the right side. The derivative of x squared is just 2x. So now we just solve dy dx equals 2x over cosine y. And that's our answer. Okay. Never mind. This is our last one. Alright, so let's take the derivative of ln y. The derivative of ln is just 1 over y, and then we multiply by dy dx, as always, equals 2x dy dx equals 2x y. And boom. That's our answer. So, if you have a test coming up and it's kind of still not clicking, just take the derivative and add dy dx, but then come back to this video, rewatch why it works because of chain rule. Chain rule is kind of like the superstar in implicit. But if you're kind of on a rush, 5-minute cram, then just think of it, right? Just take the derivative like you would with x and then just add on dy dx. But I hope this video was helpful. I try to make it as fast as possible. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It's almost the holiday season, so happy holidays. If you have any questions or comments or anything you want me to cover, leave them down in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff. And thank you guys so much for watching.